Well, hello. Welcome to our shop. This is a happy place. It's a little different than normal shops. It's also my children's, my wife's, and whoever wants to visit's shop. It is warm, it is welcoming, and most importantly, it is a safe space where I can work with my kids. I'm making a little set of shelves to hold sandpaper for my son's workbench. While I build, I'm just going to talk a little bit about our shop space and how we incorporate our kids into that space. To make our shop to a family space, we've taken a lot of steps. Some of them are obvious and some are a little harder to see. We started by just relocating some of the tools that are a little too dangerous. Even though they're nice to have, having a joiner and a big bandsaw in the shop isn't quite worth the risk. The two big tools that stayed are the table saw and the miter saw. There's no way around it, we need those, so this is what we did to make those just a bit safer. First off, we couldn't find a way around it. We saved up and got a saw stop. Not a big one, but a little one. We scraped and scrounged and bought the cheapest saw stop we could and built it into a pretty big workbench. We couldn't afford a fancier one, but this one does us just fine. Second, we have our big tools up high. It's hard to tell in the video, but they're up at about 40 inches off the floor. They're out of range for our littlest, and our oldest is old enough to understand that he's not allowed to touch them yet. Additionally, more recently we added countdown outlet timers to our big tools and the tools that we don't want kids to have access to. When we need to use a tool, we set the timer for about how long we'll be using it. Then, after the timer runs down, it will automatically cut power to the tool. That way, tools like the table saw and the miter saw don't have power and can't be turned on unless they're being used. We're trying out a few options, but so far it's working pretty well. Finally, and this one is important, we drill on safety, both for my wife and I and for the kids. There's no single thing we do, but lots of little things. I will say, getting into the habit of removing batteries from any saws or nail guns when not using them is probably the most important habit we push. But just safety overall is what we're aiming for. Anyways, that's our shop and how we keep the kiddos safe in it. Please let me know in the comments if you want to see or know more. And again, welcome to our shop. I'm a guy with grubby dad hands, signing out.